So we'll do the same thing like we did for the fan out of others, right? So what we will do, so this is the group, the byte group 1, right? And we, as per our plan, we're going to use layer 1 for this one, right? So we'll create a simple template of track and via, right? So how to create that, I already told you, right? So first is you have to place a via at the center, right? Assign the same net as this one, right? Then you have to put the track here. So we have already defined the impedance profile, so track will be fine. As you can see, we can just make it at the center like that, okay? And to just follow the grid, you have to hold the control, okay? So you can place these components very fine. People who don't know which tool I'm using, it is Altium Designer 22.1, and if you wanted to get the free trial of that tool, I put link in the description. You have to just click there and register yourself. Within 24 hours, you'll get the license. PDN Analyzer tool is a separate license from Altium Designer. So for that, I have put a separate link. For purchasing PDN tool license, you have to click over that link. With that said, let's roll the intro. Okay, now another layer is layer 1. So again, this VI is already selected from 6 to 12, and 6 is our layer 1, right? So if it is not selected, you can select from here, whatever the VI type you want to select. So select 6 and 12. Okay, just go back to another layer, or you can just press the L for change in layer. Okay, and place it at the center. Sorry. Right, and this will be our template for all the byte group, right? So I'm just going to use Control X here because this is not the right orientation to place it, right? And delete these extra things. Okay. Now here we have to define what should be the orientation of placing these VI and track templates, right? So our connections is going like that, right? It's going like that. So it would be fine, because it would be fine if we'll place our VI and track template like this. Okay, we have to select the bottom layer, obviously, if you wanna snap. Okay, if I'll do that, you can see the routing will be like this, right? Similarly for this one, the orientation should be like this. Okay, so for this one, template will be different. So for now, just place everything here. All right, do that quickly. Control V. Okay, here we are getting few error. Let's see. Okay. Okay, all right. And this is the differential track. Okay, here how you can route the differential. You don't have much option. You'll see. I can show you. Just select the interactive differential routing and just tell me like how you're going to route this. See, there is no place. So what you have to do, you have to just place the via closer to this one, if you can place. Okay, so what I can do, okay, I'm talking about this thing. So if you remember from the clearance, we have implemented these rules, right? And if you remember this net class, I can show you this differential pair net class. Okay, so I just forgot to implement this exception. This is one more exception for all the differential pair. Okay, I'm just going to assign a very you can say thin clearance, okay, between the track, and it will not follow other thing, because there is no point to create so many net classes. You can also kind of bypass that exception by creating different net classes for differential, for single-ended, for all those, but there is no point, right? So what you have to do, you have to create that, go to design rules. Okay, in the clearance section you have to create new, and that will be diff underscore pair underscore class, and that should be first priority, whatever the clearance. So okay, I'll show you that later, but we're going to create like 20 or 25 number of clearance rules, right? And for all those, this clearance rule should be at the top, priority wise. Okay, so this will be the first priority. Okay, and again, that's it. Okay, we forgot to select the net class. Hold on. So for now, just cancel this one, design rule. Go to this one, and from here you have to select the net class. And the net class is diff pair class. Okay, now it's fine. So let's run this DRC check. Okay, so now you can see it's fine because of that exception. Okay, so the plan is we have to place vias. One is here, one is here. You have to select this one, right? And you can see it will be like adjust automatically, right? I mean, you can't do much in this section. If you have any idea, just tell me right now. But again, okay, so this is the kind of.
Hello.
Yeah, Ashish.
Can you please put the wire template on any one of pin, like beside pin, and 180 degree rotated to other pin?
Okay, you are saying one here and one at this side.
Exactly.
But what is the point of that? I mean, we can do that because see, here we are not following the differential coupling, right? Here we are not following the like what should be the clearance between differential track, right? So we can do that. That is also a way. So you can say there will be like much clearance, right? But the problem will be when we will start the layout at the layer 1. You're getting it? So right now you can see this kind of area is utilizing by these two via, but we have this area free for tracks, right? But when we'll place this here and here, you can see this will be also occupied by the via, right? So it will be difficult to place track and route these differential tracks here, and because you have to connect from this end to this end. You're getting it? So you can try that. I never tried like placing one here and here, but if it will work, I don't think there will be any issue there. Okay, so that is also can be a solution of this thing. Okay, for now, okay, now we can start. So you can see we have placed all the template for group 1, I guess, right? Everything is placed. If we'll change the layer to layer 1, okay, so we have to route from this end to this end. Okay, similarly, similar kind of template we'll going to create for this top layer. So follow the same procedure. We have to place this via at the center, and you have to assign the same net name there, right? Let's suppose if there will be not any exception, you'll see like lot of clearance issues here, right? Because we are using the exception, we know that there will be like this kind of thing will not create the issue, then it's fine, right? Go back to the top layer. Okay, so here you have to change the via, so that will go from 1 to 6, right? So select 1 to 6. Now it's fine. And you have to change the layer, so you can do that by pressing L, right? Just hold the control key, put that on the center, just select those, and this will be the another template for all the signals on the top layer, or all the paths on the top layer, right? And orientation is kind of correct, right? Because it is following the flow of the connections, right? So we'll just use the same thing, and we'll optimize that during the layout if required. So just place those quickly. Okay, for this one I'm going to place it like that because we already this thing occupied. Where it is going? Okay, it's going this side. If you want, you can place it here as well. Anyways, so this is one thing, and here we have differential. Okay, For this differential, how we can route. So if you remember why I told you why they have given this space. So they've given this space so we can route the differential, we can find out the differential out of this SOC, right? How we can do that? Let me show you one so you can do the others, right? It will be like this. Okay. And then we'll route a single ended, very small connection, right? Hold on. So hold the control key, so it will follow the grid, right? You have to select it, Control C, like that. Now we're going to place the via. Just copy any via from here, like that. Okay. So this is the way we're going to follow the differential. And let's see if this. Okay. So here the clearance is fine. Okay. It is following the differential rule that we have created. All right. So till here, we have routed, we have just kind of fanned out this section, and let's do the layout. So go back to layer 1, Shift S, go to the single layer mode. Okay, now how you are going to lay out? Like from here you are going to start. Either you are going to start from this section, okay, or this section. Okay. So what is the logic of using this section? And the logic is this section is uniformly arranged rather as compared to this section. In this section we don't know like which pin is going where on this you can say this side of the byte group, right? From this section at least we know one side of the byte group is kind of arranged. You're getting my point, right? So what I will do, we should start from this section. Okay, as you can see, if you'll start from here, you can see this will be connected here. Just do the layout in your mind without routing a single track. See how it will be connected. It should be connected from here to here. How this will be connected. So I'm highlighting this using the control and click on the net. It will be highlighted, right? This will be again very straight connection. Okay, let's see for this one. This is again. So we have to from here we'll understand. Okay. To route this connection to here, we have two ways. One is from here to here. One is around these two tracks that we have routed to this one. Okay. Similarly, here we have two ways. One is here. One is around this thing. So these are kind of like we are adding extra length of the tracks if we are routing like this. You're getting it? And there is no point because we have all this space that we can use and we can, switch between the layers. And from the design rule, we know that we can place two number of VRs for any of these LPDDR4 connections, right? For all of these, two VRs can be okay. Okay. So we'll start from this one and we will see where we will stuck and we'll figure out a way to lay out this one. Okay. Then I will tell you one more thing. Okay. So let's route this thing. I'm just connecting it directly. You can remove this stub. Just if you are connecting it directly on the via, just make sure you are removing the stub. And yeah, otherwise it will during the DRC it will show that error. So anyways, okay. Now how you can route this one? You can route it like this, right? But you can see here we don't have so much space. So what you can do? And I'm just going to remove it as of now. Okay. So here you can see I just routed that on the top layer and little bit outside of the SOC because this is at this side, right? So it is okay to kind of route it little bit outside because we have lot of space here. So let's see if we'll in future we'll kind of face issue because of this one, right? So then we will adjust it here and there somewhere. Okay. So again go back to single layer mode. All right. Now here you will see this problem, right? So you will see this thing, this because we kind of find out all the you can say power pins before this one, right? So you will see these will create issues during the layout of this high-speed track. But what is the priority? Like what should be which should be the best layout? Either the power pins or the high speed track, obviously the high speed track, right? So for now we have to adjust this one. From here we know that, right? So how we will mark this? Okay, we have to adjust it and place it properly. I'm just going to remove this via, right? So now we know that the connection is open, right? And that's why we didn't place the connection, because we know that we have to adjust the via, we have to adjust the track, we have to adjust the bypass capacitors, right? So that we will do after the matching. Okay, so from here we'll just do that. All right. Okay, so this is one thing. Okay, and we're going to use this area, so you can't route in this section, because this section we're going to use the spread this byte group, so we can length match. Okay, and we will see the challenge here. Anyways, let's move to another thing. Another one is here, right? Now how we can route that? Okay, so here we have two ways. At the beginning we followed the flow, okay, the flow of the connection. That's why we just placed all these templates at that direction. Okay, but this kind of direction kind of adding obstacle during the layout of high speed track, right? So what we're going to use, I'll show you. So instead of placing it that way, if I'll place it that way, right, so then I can shift this thing here, right? So you can see now we have more space to place a track, right? So you have to figure out that by your own during the layout, and that's why the assignments are very, very important, right? So you'll just think in that way, and yeah. Okay, all right, what else? So we have to route this. Okay, you will see the issue here. Now to route this connection, we have to connect it here, but we have 3 more connections, right? So this one is, I guess, going here. Okay, so let's suppose I routed that from here to here, right? How you will route this one? It will go from here and around this, right? How you will route these 3? These 2, you have to go around that, right? And that will again block this clock. You're getting it? So what is the right way to do it? And the right way is, instead of placing the clock in that direction, we're going to place in that direction. So now we have like more space here, and let's adjust those. All right. So what I'm going to do, firstly I'm just going to extend that outside of the chip, okay, like previous one. Okay, hold on. Just change the layer. All right. Okay, so now we have space, if you'll see, to fan out this track, right? Because before it was kind of not possible. You're getting it, the thought process here, right? And you have to just kind of do the same thing, and you can see now I can route it like this, right? So for now, just don't care about the shape of the connection or anything, because that we're going to optimize later, or that is why the review stage is there, right? For now, the most important thing is you have to just fan out every connection, right? And for spreading, we have enough space in this section, so no problem, right? Now it's this one. Now how are you going to route this? To create more space here. All right. So to do that, what you can do? Okay. So I'm just going to route it like this. I'll show you. Okay, this is one thing. This I'm going to delete, and I'm going to shift it here. Let's delete that track. So again, the thing is, in your case, maybe this the way of routing can be different, but I hope you're getting my point, right? Instead of routing around anything, or always prefer for direct connection. Okay, let's see. So this will be routed like this. Okay. Hold on, we have to make some space here. All right, so how we can create more space in this section? Instead of placing it there, we can, if we'll place it here, right, we'll have more space in this section. Okay, it is kind of automatically adjusting. Hold on. Okay, so the way is, if I'll do it here, right, I can just shift this way. Now we have enough space here, right? So let's do that. Okay, let's remove that stub. All right. Okay, we have two more connections left in this byte group, which is going here. One is going here, one is this one. So it is again very straightforward, right? So what we'll do, just route those. All right, and we have enough space to route this connection, right? So we can do that. And this is little bit time taking, but yeah, once you'll get the flow, it would be easy. Okay, we have one more connections. Okay, now how are we going to route this? So one way is just, so here we can delete this for now. That was the against supply via. Okay, so one way is we can route from here, this. Okay, so we can shift this here as well, right? And from here it will be fine. Okay, fine. So we got one way to connect that, and that would be this space. Okay, let's do that. All right, so okay, so that is one thing. Now what next? After that we have these okay, so instead of, okay, so here we have two ways how we can route this differential track. One is from this way, this direction, right, this direction. One is from here, just follow that, and we can create more space in this section, no issue. Right, follow this from here, and like this. We're getting it. One is this way, right? And okay, and for this one, because that will cover this section, so for this one we'll route this differential pair in this direction, in this space. Okay, so I guess that one would be better, right? So we'll follow that. Okay, and for that we need more space. So what I can do, I can just shift it one here, because we can do that, right? And we'll route it somewhere here on the top layer. So it would be like kind of we'll get more space. And for this, what you can do, you can just route it outside. Okay, somewhere here. You're getting it? So you have to create the space and you have to just make the decision like how you're going to lay out this thing, right? So let's see if we can do that. So follow the same layer. All right. And this will be connected, right? So you'll get one more problem during the connections. Okay, hold on. You have to adjust this, right? Because this is kind of all right. Okay. So what I was telling, you'll see one more problem here. So let's suppose at the beginning you don't know like how you're going to route this track, right? Maybe at the beginning you have routed this top layer. I'm talking about top layer for now. You have routed this top layer like this, okay? But when you routed the layer 1, you'll see this is kind of opposite connections, okay? So at that point, like you don't have any option. You have to just change this top layer orientation. Instead of placing it here, you can do that here. Or you can kind of rotate it by 90 degree at the downside or upside. Then it would be again fine. You're getting it? So again, here we have routed one byte group, right? And yeah, and we're going to use this space for other. Okay, let's see the another byte group, which is G2, and templates would be same, right? So I'm just going to show you quickly. So what you have to do, you have to just copy the template from here. Control C. Again, what is the orientation now? So it would be like this, right? So just start from the same thing, but you can change that. Like it is not hard and fixed, like you have to use the same orientation. You're getting it? So yeah, you can do that. So it would be like that. You have to adjust this via wherever it is going. Okay, hold on. Firstly, check the bottom layer so we can snip. Okay, let's place them quickly. Okay, for this as well, you have to adjust this. For now, I'm just shifting those. Later, we'll see what is the best position for these VRs, and according to that, we'll plan it. Okay. Similarly, we're going to use the same template. Now, I'm just going to tell you one more thing, and the thing is the section. Okay, section, I mean, like you can see, just observe this thing. So in this section we have group 1, which is here, group 2 here, group 3 here, and group 4 here, right? So whenever you will see this kind of placement, or you can say this kind of locations of all the pads, whenever you'll see this kind of location, right, you don't need to cross you can say like from one byte section to another byte. Okay, so for example, let me show you with example. So let's select the top overlay and let's divide those into 4 sections. Okay, what are those sections? It will be just draw a line, just copy it. Okay, so this is group 1. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to place a kind of marker or divider like that, okay, which will cover the whole byte group. Okay, similarly this one is here, one is already placed, one I'm going to place right now, another will be like this, okay, and fourth will be like this, right? So here, I mean, this is not required. Similarly, this is kind of not required because here we have all the I2C IUS, so we're not going to route something in this direction. But yeah, this is a kind of good practice, and you have to do the same thing for DDR1 controller as well. Okay, now why it is important? Now tell me how you're going to place, for example, for this pad, how you're going to place the template. So whenever I say template, I mean this via and track pair. Okay, how you're going to place on this one. And whenever you'll try to place on this one, you will see a constraint error. Why? See, first thing is this and this two orientation is blocked, right? You have only one orientation is here. This one is also blocked. So you have this only place to place the via, right? And so it will kind of creating restriction for placing the template, right? And a kind of you can say it will restrict the layout as well, right? So you can't lay out this thing easily, right? You have to find a way to, you have to figure out something to lay out this thing, right? So the solution for this is these 2 or 3 tracks which are kind of coming on another section or another byte group section, it should not be there. It should be like outside of this section. Only then you can place the via and you can, you know, kind of fan out this thing. Okay, and this is, you'll not find this in any book, or this is not a kind of rule, but I found that for this particular SOC, and from my observation, if you'll not follow this rule, it would be like really difficult to find out all these byte groups, right? So what is the solution? As I told you, you have to go to the top layer and you have to just adjust the tracks. Okay, how you can do that, let's see. So this is a kind of way to do it. Okay, you have to create more space so you can, you know, you can remove these whatever coming in the another section. See, we have removed it, right? So now we can place in either in this direction, here or here. You're getting it? Okay, let's do that. So just copy one template, Control C. Okay, what is the flow of the layout? We have selected group 2, right? So it is like this, right? So we're going to do place like this. Okay, one more thing. So here we're going to use, okay, I forgot that. Here we're going to use another layer, right? Which is layer 3, right? So what I'm going to do, this should be from 12 to 10, right? Okay, why I'm getting error here? Okay, so that would be the template. Okay, so you can just quickly remove these. Right, so we did, I guess, for each thing. Okay, so similarly we're going to place the same type of via instead of the other one. Okay, or you can just copy one template and then you can replace the via. Okay, how you can do that? So this would be the orientation, right? So firstly select the top layer. Now change the via from 1 to 6 to 1 to 10, right? So 1 to 10, where it is, here it is, and go to the layer 10, or you can press the L. Okay, sorry. Okay, now copy that. Now place it on other places as well. Okay, why I'm getting error here? All right. All right. And one more. Okay. So again, we'll follow the same procedure like we did for this thing. So you have to plan, go to the layer 3. Okay, so it's going like that. Okay, so how we have started, we have to just select one and see where it is going, where this one is going. Okay, so it is going here, that is at the other side. Let's start from this side. Okay, so this is going there. Okay, so this is next to each other. Let's route these first. Like this, right? This is fine. Let's see where this one is going. Okay, it is next to each other. So let's go there. Okay, let's see where this one is going. It's there, right? So instead of placing this way, if we'll place it somewhere here, we'll have enough space to pass one track from this one, right? Same from here. So instead of routing it that way, if we'll route it on the top layer this way, so we can simply route it, right? So let's do that. Done. Okay, let's see other one. So this is kind of simple, but let's see if it will create issue for other. All right, we'll adjust that later. Yeah, it would be like, anyways. Okay, let's see where this one is going. So this is again pretty much straightforward connection, but we have to see where that is going. Okay, that is other side, right? Okay, and this is also this way, and that. Okay, let's see. So you got it, right? So we're going to route this here 1 to 1. Similarly this, sorry, this. Okay, that is going here. Okay, let's see where that is going. Okay, these are at that side. Okay, these all three are here, right? That way. And where that mask is. All right. So we have to route it in that direction. And we'll see. So let's route that quickly. Let's route this as well. Right, we'll remove these stubs later. For now, let's make the connection. All right, so here you have to figure out, if I'll route it like this, you're getting it? If I'll route it like this, okay, and then it will block this connection. Similarly, if we'll route it from here, it will block the connection. So the right way to hold on. So the right way to place that connection is from this direction. You're getting it? Only then it will be like properly connected without blocking any other connection. Okay, so I got my point. So for that you have to just stretch it a little bit, and let's see if it will not create any problem for the clocks as well, because we have to place the VRs for clock on for this connection, right? We'll see. Okay, all right, and let's connect the mask. Okay, all right, so remove this stub as well. Okay, now we have to figure out how we're going to route the clock, which is here and here. Firstly, here we have to place two VRs. Okay, so that means we have to create the space for them. I'm just going to remove this VR for now, and let's route this like that. So we'll have enough space for clock VRs. All right. Okay, let's place some normal differential track first, and then we'll place VR on that. Okay, sorry. Okay, so Ashish, now you can see like it is difficult to place one VN here because we don't have that much space, right? Let's copy one VR.
Yes.
Select the another one, and it will be like automatically adjusted. Let's find out that from here. Just change the layer. Hold on. So it's not changing. You have to select it manually. So it's on the layer 10. All right. So it is going like that. Okay, so you can see this is kind of blocking this, right? So I'm just dropping here, and we'll do the same thing. Just kind of place it somewhere here so we can route this track around that. All right, now here we have to place the VR for this as well. Okay, so here we have to create some more space. How we can create that? It is easy, right? We know that we can do that. All right, we can shift that here and this as well. If I'll place it here and this here, so we can place this here or outside, right? So now we have like more space here that we can utilize. All right, so this space is kind of enough to place these differential tracks. So let's do that. So you have to go back to top layer. Okay, hold on this, and you have just hold the control key. So you can adjust that later as well, but yeah. Now we're going to place the VR. So for that, I'll just place a simple stub like that. Control C, right? And see, this is kind of pretty much direct, right? So how you can do that? Start from here and just connect them directly, right? So I'm not saying this is kind of perfect layout, but yeah, and you can see we have so much space here, so you can create more space by placing this like this. right? And this one from here, you can see you can make the layout better, right? And you can make these like this, right? So I'm leaving it here, and it is again a part of your task. You have to do the fan out for this one, and the procedure is same, right? And by tonight I'll update the lesson 12 and lesson 13. So till here, any doubt, people?